Hi guys, so I'm making this video because I know people say that YouTube is therapeutic and I really want to speak to somebody, but I don't want to speak to anybody I know in real life because I know for a fact there will be a lot of you should have known better. What did you expect? And I don't want anybody's pity for a fact. And also I know that a lot of people are going through the same thing, and I just want to share basically my story and how I'm planning to deal with my emotions and basically my life. So what happened was, a couple days I found out that my partner of 2 years has been cheating on me for the past 1 year. And not just cheating, he's been having a whole other relationship with another woman. He's been seeing her a lot from what I've seen. So anytime he would tell me, oh, I'm super busy, I can't really see you, or he would have to leave last minute, or he would just flake on me, not reply to me, and all those pretty suspicious things. I know now that it was because he was with another woman. And yeah, those are pretty big giveaways of what's going on, but he was just so good at explaining me to why these things are happening. Like, he would tell me, look, I'm so busy, you're the only person in my life, I have no time for anybody. Sorry, oh, that's so gross. I have a hairbrush in my hand. It just makes me feel less nervous because yeah, basically he would always explain to me that he's just super busy, and he loves his job. I knew that he was super serious about it, and I always respected that, and I always just tried to fit into his schedule and all of that stuff, right? So I was so shocked when I found out he's been cheating on me. And how did I find out? Instagram. The chance of finding that woman was 1 in a million, because he keeps himself pretty low profile on social media. I did know his social media, we did follow each other, but he was pretty low-key with like posting and his followers and people following him. But I came up on this profile of this blonde woman. She was pretty, she had such a lavish lifestyle, and she was traveling a lot. And then I knew they're following each other, right? I thought maybe they're just friends, or they're just acquaintances, or maybe she's somebody from work, right? So I checked one of her those Instagram stories. I checked that thing, and then I saw familiar floor of the apartment, and then it was the same location he lives in, the same city basically. And then I checked another story, and then I saw the inside of the building she was in, and then I was 100% sure it was his house, his apartment. And then there was more stories and more travel, and everything made sense. And in one image, it was basically him. It wasn't his face, it was him. It was his bracelets, it was his watch, and it just looked like him. It's 100% sure that it is him, right? Like just let you guys know, it's not just like some similarity, it's him for sure. And on her post, she's like, oh, I'm traveling with the love of my life. I'm traveling with my boyfriend. My boyfriend is so good at taking pictures. Oh, I hope you're gonna get married one day. And yeah, she just says stuff like that in her posts. I was, oh my gosh, I was in pieces, you guys. Right now I look so calm and I look happy. I don't know if I look happy, but trust me guys, I'm not happy. Sorry, everything's falling off. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting like chills talking about it. By the way, I'm all dressed up today. I showered, I washed my hair, put some makeup on, and I feel so much better about myself already. I'm gonna go out with my mom. We're gonna get some food, maybe watch a movie. I just need to get out, cause yeah, I need to celebrate. I need to celebrate that my new ex has been cheating on me and I found out. Imagine if I hadn't found out. It would have probably dragged even more. Like, it could be years longer that I'm with him. I don't know. Oh, by the way, it's been a couple of days, it's been 3 days since I found out. I haven't yet messaged him. I haven't yet done anything. I've never been in a situation like this before in my life, so I don't know what to do. I wanted to message really wild things to him because I was so hurt, and I just I'm so glad I didn't. So if you're going through the same thing, don't text him anything yet, because chances are you're in such a vulnerable emotional state that you're just gonna say something you truly regret. So you don't want to do that. Like, just don't. Also, I'm not gonna stalk that woman's social media. I don't want to see anything. I don't want to have anything to do with them. It still hurts because he was somebody I saw myself getting married to. Whew, it hurts to say this, but I just, and you know, he was so good at lying and making me believe in them, in those lies. He would tell me things like, oh, I don't see myself with anyone but you. I'm not the type of person to cheat. I would never do this because I don't want anybody to do that to me. And he would joke about having babies and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, like, this guy, he must be like serious about me to say stuff like that. Well, I was obviously super naive. It was like he was just everything I thought I wanted in a man. And obviously my perception of him has changed drastically in the last 3 days after finding that out. Like, it all makes sense. All those lies, all those suspicions. I did get suspicious because one time when we went to dinner in his hometown, well, not his hometown, in a city that he lived in, we went to this restaurant, and the person at the restaurant's reception, there was that girl working there, and she looked at me like so strange. She was like, something like that, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, why are these people looking at me so strange? Like, what's going on, right? And then we had dinner there, and they were still looking. All the employees were still looking because they knew him. They knew his last name when we both came into the restaurants, because he goes there a lot. And then when we were eating, I excused myself to go to the bathroom, and he said, oh, I have a business call, so I'm just gonna take it right now. And then I went back from the bathroom to our table, and I saw him talking, and his last words were along the lines of, we will figure out, my love. And he said, oh, I'm just really busy right now, my love, we'll figure it out. Basically, that's what he said. And I was like, a business call, saying my love, but I trusted him so much, so I thought maybe that's his personal assistant and they're really close, maybe it's a family member. But I was like, that's so strange. And that was the last time we met. The last time we met was like a week ago. Maybe a week ago in a couple days. Yeah. My gosh, it just... Yeah, that's when I became suspicious. But my suspicions were not approved. And you know, even if he was cheating on me, like, I would think it wouldn't be something as serious as seeing somebody that often, taking on numerous trips. I don't know, like, my mind is like getting so crazy. Like, I feel like I'm going crazy. Like, to me it seems like he's treating her better than me, and now I'm wondering why I'm even thinking about this. It doesn't matter how he treated her. He treated us both bad, because he was lying to me. At least he was lying about cheating, about being monogamous and stuff. So yeah, so if you guys have any advice on how to get through this, and advice of how should I behave in this situation when he messages me, or should I tell him something? I just don't know, you guys. I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know. I know for a fact that I'm gonna be okay. It's not the end of the world. Oh yeah, by the way, what I also found out this morning, it really struck me hard that, you know, we both, me and him, we had the same friends. Not the same friends, but we had like a few people that we both were friends with. And all along, they knew it, because I saw them in her Instagram pictures. And I talked to one of them like 5 days ago or like a week ago, and we were talking about, oh, how you doing, how's life, I missed you and stuff like that. And I would always tell them how much he meant to me, and how just stupid stuff like that, you know. Oh my gosh. And they would just go along without telling me, and I really consider them close friends of mine for whatever reason. But so it's like a double betrayal. I don't know. I'm trying to keep myself together. Even when I found out, I did not cry. I was just kind of like shaky, and like I didn't know even how to react. I was so shocked, you guys. I did cry the day after. I needed to cry it out, but I just don't want to feel this way anymore. Like, it's even like a physical pain. And yes, I know, guys, this is not the worst thing that could ever happen, I know for a fact, but it leaves you just so broken, you know. It leaves you so broken. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to trust anybody after something like this happening. I don't know, even the friends. Like, why would you even pretend to be my friend? I haven't said anything to them either. I don't want to talk to my family about this. I did tell my mom though, and I did tell my best friend, but oh yeah, a couple of friends as well. And they all told me to get over it. And they all told me that I should have known, because we weren't seeing each other every single day, me and my boyfriend. Like, we would see each other like once a week or like once in 2 weeks, so it wasn't too frequent because we were long distance, but we would always like text, we would call each other, like we would take the time of our lives to make sure that we are in each other's lives. And I don't know, I feel so much better after talking about this, honestly. So if you guys know any advice on how to get over this, what to do in this situation, what's the smart thing to do, I would really appreciate it. And thank you so much if you watched till this point. I'm gonna be okay, and if you're going through the same thing, you're going to be okay. Just don't give up on yourself.